I think we're going. Yo, Stu, what's going on? Yeah, just me this week. We had Chad Chapin last week. I know, hell, you guys are probably tired of me saying his name. Sorry, Chad. I'm never tired of saying it. I think you're the man. Thanks for stopping by. Hope that inspired everybody to get out and check out the Brethren. It's awesome music. It's awesome content. Visually, I'll say I check out their Instagram a lot, and it's very, very eye appeasing, which I think is a cool thing to have now, which is hard to do because used to we had albums, we had hard physical things. So to get people tracking that way is a little more difficult these days. I wonder. My favorite thing when I was a kid was uh, the album art was awesome, but I would, and this is cassette tape time. This is post 8-track, pre CD. If there's anything in the middle, whatever. This cassette tape time. This is the time where you would stop, and I would make mixtapes, and I would sit in the floor of my bedroom and just wait for songs to play over the radio and hit start, stop, rewind, all that stuff. You very rarely got a second chance. It's actually pretty cool back in those days. But no, this is cassette tape time. So you'd look at the album art, but I would just read the lyrics and sing along to songs constantly. And I challenge me in the car at like a lyric knowing contest. You will flip the radio around. I'm going to know this song. I might not know the artist, but I will know the lyrics to the song at some point. I'm singing along. I've heard it. I think that's a lot of retention. That might be one of those things I got jacked up upstairs, or not jacked up. It might be my beautiful mind thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever. Probably take some heat for that one. But it's a compliment to myself, which something mental health, compliment yourself, man. But yeah, so it's November. I'm not sure what week in November. Second week in November, I think. Yeah, second week in November, maybe. And Thanksgiving's coming up. I actually fly out to Vegas this week. I'll be out there for a week on business, not on pleasure. I never fly to Vegas on pleasure. Even when I was a young dude who would travel around and party and have fun, and early in my career and stuff like that, which I guess I'm still kind of early in my career. I'm 3 years away from 40. Still got like I'm like halfway to the finish line, maybe like 51% way to the finish line. But even back in those days, I'm just not a Vegas guy. I'm old Vegas. They tell me it's cool. I've never even actually ventured to it. I actually might check it out this time, but I doubt it. It's not my thing. Even when I was a party guy, I'd rather find a nice, lonely bar, so to speak. Not, lonely as in the vibe. I don't really. I'm a bar guy far more than a club guy, and Vegas is a club city. And now I'm a family guy, so I don't like being around it. Every once in a while at nighttime, I'll throw in my headphones and just kind of walk around, check out the sights and stuff. And that is something that's funny in Vegas, to watch some of the shit that's going on. It's pretty hilarious. Just the stuff you see, you should never be surprised at, but just filthy city. Not, and that's in spite of the efforts of the city, because the way they run that city, they do an excellent job. But the cleanliness they keep in that city is amazing compared to what they have to deal with. I'll say this: it's the same deal as New York. It's all relative, man. You're going to find flaws. If you go into these restaurants, a lot of the times, I'll dare say, and you're going to get mad at me for saying it, probably. And I make up percents. It might sound all scientific and all that jazz, but I make up percents. So you might go into a restaurant, 70% of them probably fail a health inspection if they're on peak season, or peak hours, whatever you want to call it. But in Vegas, that's all the time is peak hours. So shout out to those crews. We're getting into big service podcast. Just support the services. and the non-armed services. Don't want to get that confused. Support both types of services, armed services and just serve services, the things that help you along in your day. Service industry, that's good stuff. I'm a big proponent for helping or for taking care of your servers and all that stuff. It's literally, we ask people to basically do things that if you were in your home would be considered a chore that you do not like doing, and for little to no money sometimes. We glorify these high-paid people and all this jazz, and I'm guilty of it myself, trust me. But they're the ones doing the work, man. Give them $10 million contracts. Who cares if a dude can steal bases and hit home runs at the same time? Like, no one cares. Literally no one cares anymore. It's a wild time. But yeah, I'll be in Vegas for a week. I'll be out there for producing a conference. Won't get too specific into what that entails, but I'll be at the Venetian for a week. Never stayed at the Venetian. I think that's the one with the Italian stuff in it, or yeah, the Italy and those things. I have that on quite. Oh, I was checking me in, flying Southwest. Yay, cattle call boarding. The worst thing ever. But man, it's the only way you can get direct out of Nashville. A little spoiled coming from that Atlanta airport. But yeah, so we'll be in Vegas for a week, come back. And then I'm home. And I think home till early December, which is then I think I go spend 2 weeks in Houston. But 2 weeks in Houston, yay. Super excited about that. Yeah, so we'll be back and then through Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is an interesting time for me. I know people dig Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving food and stuff. I am the trashiest of trash people when it comes to cuisine and having a great palate and all that stuff. I say that. I love it all, really. But I find my favorite, lives in the lower class, lower tier of foods, which I guess I respect industry more than talent in certain things, which isn't that might not make sense, but I love McDonald's. I eat McDonald's all the time. Don't care. It's Bargatze has a whole bit on it and all that. I very much am in line with his food choices. It's one of my guilty pleasures. It's also just the way I eat, so I don't know if it's guilty pleasure. But now what I will say in difference to his and his take is how he's average and he just eats like he likes Burger King and McDonald's and all that stuff, and I do too. I love it. But I will say I do enjoy the elevated versions of all those things much more sometimes. It's just I think nostalgia and routine are big things in my life, so that's where I land. But yeah, so be out there Venetian for a week, yada yada yada, all that stuff. Come back Thanksgiving. I don't like. I rabbit trailed myself, but Thanksgiving foods. I'm not huge into it. I think the Thanksgiving food thing is overrated, and I don't understand why as a culture we have went straight health and all this stuff, but it didn't stop by Thanksgiving. I personally love turkey, but I enjoy the turkey afterwards as a sandwich. Like, it's not a big thing for me right there. I would I don't understand how it's a football holiday. And granted, my grandmother, I understand the meaning of Thanksgiving. Trust me. Grandmother's full-blooded Cherokee Indian. Never met her. However, my dad's the youngest of 14. I get that culture. But with that being said, it's been Americanized into a holiday about football. Let's call it what it is. By the way, Bears are back, doing some things. Fields has proven me wrong. Not mad about that. Alabama, the season is over. I've officially eulogized the season. Good luck, Tennessee, in all your endeavors. I think good thing is you don't have to play Georgia again unless it's in the playoff. If you get the playoff, LSU is scary, though. Brian Kelly, as much as I cannot stand that man, is an excellent coach. So I don't know, but Georgia just looks like new Bama. I will say, I think, and this is going to be a little depressing, I think the dynasty over in T-Town, at least for this run, I think it's on its way. We're definitely on the decline. We're on the back end of it. So we'll see how future goes. Future's always bright, but who knows? We're going to get to enjoy football from a different perspective for the rest of the year. But yeah, Thanksgiving has evolved into an American, whatever. It's a football holiday. People watch football. The food did not, though, and I don't understand that. Like, it's just I don't know why, and this is going to sound bad. I don't know why we haven't, like, we love tailgating and like we have Thanksgiving literally every single Sunday in the back of people's trucks. This is an excuse to do literally the same thing on a Thursday in your house, and we change the cuisine. I don't get it. Like, you're having way more fun. Excuse me. You're having way more fun on those days, and you're doing the same thing, and it's a time where your entire family is on board. You're doing the same thing, and your wife wants you to be doing that thing. It's just the food is different. I know for a fact I met my wife at Hooters. One on Thanksgiving. I love my wife more than anything. American dream. Scored a Hooters girl, married her. Look at us now. We're just grinding on all this land. It's just literally American dream. And we were basically enjoying a Thanksgiving when I met her because it's just wings, beer, and football. It's just the greatest times ever. And yeah, people don't drink. You don't have to drink. I guess basically it's comfort food that is it should be your comfort of food. Mine is that. Add football to it, especially those are two things that are mixed. The dishes that are prepared, they were should knock this back with some of this Daddy Rack whiskey out of Columbia, Tennessee. I should just pour a glass of that right now. No one knows what time it is. No one knows what time this is being recorded. I have to go to work for a long time here after this. Like the next day, not like the same day. But those dishes that we enjoyed Thanksgiving were dishes because like that's what they had to cook. So I just wonder, you guys want to have a check-in reveal? I just wonder, like, why the food hasn't evolved, but that's a check-in reveal, real-time check-in. Real-time check-in reveal, manage reservations, real-time check-in reveal. I'm going to keep saying it till it pulls up. It's not going to pull up. Watch. What? It was supposed to automatically check me in. How in the hell does that work? Anyways, freaking this place. They say they're automatically going to check you in. It doesn't automatically check you in. I have no idea how to work this, but whatever. Anyways, that's a real bummer that happened to me just now. I can't believe you guys saw that. I'm going to have to dispute some of this, man. I even paid for the early bird. Come on, Southwest. Like, is this what we're talking about right now? But, yeah, we'll correct that later. Hopefully, if they allow me to keep doing this. But B6, I guess, that's what happened. We'll see. We'll see. That's what Southwest kills me. You cannot upgrade far enough. But what do you do? So, stress. Got to travel. We're good. We're back to it. Yeah, Thanksgiving food needs to evolve with the holiday. I enjoy standing up in front of the TV with a cold brew and a hot wing in my face. And I know the people I'm with do too. We just make a commitment not to do it during that time. So anyways, it's kind of my take on that. Perfect Thanksgiving for me. Pizza, beer, cheeseburgers. Thank Ricky Bobby. Thank that that spread, that's my perfect Thanksgiving. So yeah, but that's just a quick take on what's going on next week or the week after. Trying to get my buddy Tony on. Excellent musician, does a lot of youth camp stuff like that. So we're working through that. Got a lot going on, but anyways, I don't know how much longer I can talk, so we'll see if I get back to this. Yeah, next week we'll recap Vegas, all that stuff. Actually, next week we'll be from Vegas. I'll still be there. We'll do it from a gondola in the Venetian Hotel. Tell you one thing, tough to be mad. I guess we'll be spending a lot of Saturdays doing this. Time to officially, I guess, eulogize the Alabama football season. Guys, we were never in it to start with. I think we all knew that. We didn't know that we were asking for something different. My wife's looking at me through the window. She's got the baby. Anyways, won the long season. First time in 10 years. I think where we don't really even have a shot to backdoor our way in. Maybe it's over, maybe it's not. If it's not, that's great. If it is, you know, we can definitely enjoy getting our year back. But there's nothing we can complain about, right? You know, 6 out of 10, Saban has 7. You know, nothing real different happened this year besides it ended earlier. So, like I said, not a whole lot of complaining we can do. But, hey, not a whole lot of complaining we can do in life. Am I right? Sunday morning, keeping the Bama hat on because of the success we had. Throw the Bears hat on later. Yeah. And that's, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's time for a Chicago Bears turnaround. I was wrong about Bama being out of it this year, so maybe I'll be right about how good Justin Fields is. I don't know. I hope he's way better than I think he's going to be. If he proves me wrong, I'll gladly eat crow while sitting in my hot tub. And then looking around at all the beautiful sights. Just pure bliss. All right. So since Thanksgiving is coming up, and you know we had the big talk about kind of just refreshing it a little bit. I don't think it's that difficult, but I think we all know it's not going to happen. So since that is coming up, I'm going to give you, first of all, just hints to tips to Thanksgiving. First of all, you can do the deep fried turkey thing, but everybody does it. Let's just do a regular turkey. Because I'll tell you, if you can do a turkey right and like bake it in oven roast or whatever, where it's juicy, it's almost like a chicken. Like you're a stud. I'll tell you, and everybody tells you they know how to deep fry the best turkey. It's so obnoxious. Very few people know how to deep fry the best turkey. I'll tell you that right now. You're not doing it every day. You don't have the proper tools. You have the thing you can buy and do it. But it's not the industrial thing. It's just never going to be as good as what it should be if you're telling everybody you got the best deep fried turkey. And everybody I talk to, oh yeah, I deep fried all this and all that. Yeah, and everybody does that, and it's great. I will tell you, my father does it, and it does do it phenomenally, and it's excellent. But if you can, if you truly bake a turkey, oven based, whatever, I don't know what the proper. If you do it in the oven the right way, it'll come out with a similar consistency to a rotisserie chicken that you get at any common grocery store. Which, if you are like me and you did have those days in college and all those things where you partied, even hell, I'll still eat a rotisserie chicken now. Some guy in Philly just ate one for I think like 90 days straight and got more credit after the Phils lost. And shout out Zach Wheeler, Dallas, Georgia kid. Awesome. I don't think I ever talked about it, how he dethroned the Braves. you know, he hometown kid. You know, that was probably a huge deal for him. So shout out to him, Dallas, Georgia, same hometown, cool kid. Met him when he was younger. He was a stud athlete, super great guy. Anytime he wants to come on, come on. Obviously, but I'm sure, you know, being the ace of the World Series contender, I get it. You know, you're busy. What was I talking about? Thanksgiving, yes. But if you can get that rotisserie consistency on the turkey, you're doing it right every time. Um, stuffing is a must. I go a little white trash when we're talking stuffing. I I side stovetop stuffing every time, guys. My wife goes white trash too. She just doesn't know it is because she does it. It's this oyster stuffing, and it's good. It's good, but I think I don't know what type of oysters or whatever, but yeah, it's. I think they're canned oysters. It's excellent, and I no shame in the game here. But like, I mean, we're talking stovetop, so it's kind of like here we're both garbage pail kids. You know what I'm saying? Um, but so yeah, stovetop over homemade all day. People hate when I give that take, but if I'm coming to your house, please have. I'll pay you $5 for the box of stovetop. Mashed potatoes always. Brown gravy on mashed potatoes, white gravy on breakfast and fried things. The general rule of a Southerner. Um, that's the best way. If it has brown fried around it, white gravy. That's simple. If it is a white thing, a white noun, a white object that you eat, brown gravy on top of it. It's just reverse. White on. It's just we won't go too far down that road, but yeah, that's the way you should eat. Mashed potatoes, gotta have them. I will say, and there's always a big debate about this: mac and cheese at Thanksgiving. Is it a consistent Thanksgiving side? I will say I don't believe it is. I think that was the one attempt at modernization that Thanksgiving attempted, and I enjoy it thoroughly. And that's what I was hoping is like the marijuana to Thanksgiving meals, where you know, gateway drug. We can sneak mac and cheese through the door. All of a sudden, mac and cheese is shoving out. Let's call it green beans. Your boy ain't got no time for green beans. So let's say mac and cheese is shoving out green beans. We're in the door. Then all of a sudden, you know, let's say mac and cheese, or I just said mac and cheese. Let's say hot wings make an appearance, and you got your turkey. You want to keep your turkey, whatever, but it starts shoving out the ham. You know, and your turkey becomes turkey sliders. Stuffing stays if you got to do it. But sorry, my brain just gets going. But so what we got? We got a oven roasted turkey. We got mac and cheese. We got mashed potatoes. So basically, I'm creating a KFC with turkey. Stovetop stuffing. So minus that. KFC buffet, by the way. If you haven't had it, you should. You're missing out. So yeah, that's kind of where I land. I'll eat peas and carrots and do all that stuff if you put it out there. Big corn casserole guy wasn't when I was a kid. More into it now. Prefer corn nuggets though, because that's just who I am. I get it. You can make a corn souffle and all that. I love those too. But man, I do love going to a nice BBQ joint and getting some corn nuggets. So let's just throw some corn nuggets out there. But if I'm coming to your house, make it as just make your life easier. Don't do homemade. Don't just make it white trash for me. And that's just where I land. It tastes better that way. It's scientifically engineered to taste better that way. But all in all, we're coming to enjoy time together. So none of it really matters. It's all good. I'm not turning down any of it. Same way I did the brew reviews. It's all good. You know, I'll never give beer a bad score. And if there's a 6-pack, I'll drink the whole 6-pack. It's never that bad. You can acquire a taste. It's you just got to tough it out. The basic principle of, and the drunks never tell you this. Liquor does not taste good. There's never somebody, oh, that's good. It doesn't taste good. You acquire a taste to it. No, that's just what it is. So if you start your baseline at I can take shots of liquor, which tastes like it literally tastes like it should run like chemicals, and like it tastes like what is in an aerosol can. And people who say it tastes good, I don't believe them. Your taste buds aren't designed that way. You've adopted the taste into tolerable, and some things are more tolerable than others. That's just simple science. But if you can start your baseline there, you can take a shot at anything. You can eat anything. You can do that. You can stomach anything. But yeah, so just make it taste good. Make your life easier. People aren't as impressed with homemade as you think they are. That's why restaurants exist, because there's always somebody who does it better. So yeah, that's kind of my take on that. However you enjoy your Thanksgiving, enjoy it with the ones you love. I think we still call it Thanksgiving. I don't know if my people have gotten offended about. Not that everybody. I should stop talking when it comes to those things. I don't know what I'm allowed to call it. I still call it Thanksgiving. Enjoy it with your loved ones. We will touch base next week from Vegas and then get some more stuff after that. Christmas season coming up. My wife has Christmas surprises coming up. Follow me at Statchel Page on Twitter. At Statchel, not Satchel, Statchel Page. Yeah, YouTube channel. As always, watch it. We like to think we're funny. I like to think my wife thinks I'm funny. My kids do. But other than that, enjoy your week. Enjoy the weekend. Roll Tide. Say it again. But yeah, we out.